Where all my real ones at? Hey! All the haters stand on that side.
You ready? You recording already?
I thought this was 17.
17. Welcome back to the SYRE SQUADCAST episode 18. I believe it's 18. Yeah, we're going with 18, guys.
It's confirmed.
It's confirmed. It's your boy Trey, joined by Robin.
Yeah, that's Robin, the Starch Knight, aka Last of the Dugs.
Okay, aka Too much guns. Gun violence is wrong. Dave's not here with us today, aka DJ Mainframe. He can't join us. He is busy saving the world one song at a time.
All production credit.
All production credit. But the show must go on. Today we are going to run through same format, and then we're gonna have a special guest.
Yeah.
Someone that I think you guys will be very pleased about.
Yeah.
All right. So we're just gonna jump on in. Robin, what have you been listening to?
Discographies. So I was on Evil Seeds Grow Naturally. I was on Freddie Gibbs discography for a while.
Oh, you love yourself some Freddie Gibbs, man.
Yeah. I mean, as a young, upstanding member of society.
Not to cross you, but crossing you. I forgot to introduce one other person that's actually on the SQUADCAST, but off camera, and that is our resident producer / soundboard man, Neil Harewood. Big up yourself, Neil.
What up?
Yes, he'll be weighing in today, right? Heavy
Yeah. Families.
So, like I was saying, I'm a good guy, right?
Right.
So, I listen to bad guys every now and again. No offense to Freddie Gibbs, but but he's a fairly street guy, and I appreciate the man's sound.
Fairly Street does not even begin to describe what Freddie Gibbs is.
Yeah, Gibbs, I love that guy. Listening to, I think I had said this last time, I was listening to, what's his name, Logic's discography, and he really bored me by the time I got to the end of it.
Yeah.
As I said, he raps well.
Yes.
But he raps a lot of nothing. Yeah. I mean, admittedly, everything, the last album that he did, there was a little bit more of something there.
No. A little bit more something or a little bit less nothing. There you go.
Well, there you go.
I think there was a little bit less nothing there.
Yeah, but I put SYRE in the rotation just like a day ago. I haven't really listened to a lot of it. I want to really hear what you think about that. I mean, okay, so that's just that's just album wise. I mean, singles. I've been checking out. I got into GID and Earth Gang recently.
Boy. Yeah, Earth Gang, man.
They got a J. Cole produced track. Together.
I gotta listen to that for sure.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Okay.
Those guys are nice.
Have I ever heard a J. Cole produced track that I did not like? I don't think so.
Well, there you
I don't
go.
think so. He's a phenomenal
really,
producer.
Really awesome producer.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a producer on the show today?
Yeah.
That might be nice.
Maybe we can ask that producer what he thinks
what
about.
What he thinks?
Yeah, all right. You're a bright guy. So and Remy Ma and Lil Kim's song.
I haven't heard that yet.
You haven't heard that yet?
I haven't heard it yet.
It's but sorry Kim.
Is it potent?
It's an ode
Okay.
to that old song by Kim. I can't believe I can't remember because I was such a big Kim fan. She had this amazing song from hardcore back in the day that had like a piano riff.
Okay.
For the beat.
Yeah.
And it uses the same beat. So yeah. So that I've been listening to that and trying to figure out if Ma was firing anything.
Firing any shots.
They always firing shots.
I mean, she actually said that she wasn't. She's tired of people asking her what this line means or what that line means. That line means. She's
just being politically correct. I think once they get in the booth, everything just comes to the fore. But okay, so that's it.
So that's it for me. We're gonna come back to that Remy Ma thing.
Yeah, we're gonna touch on that. Okay, so I've been listening to first and foremost Jaden. I wasn't a big fan of The Chief. Was that what the name of that record was?
Long Live the Chief.
Long Live the Chief. I wasn't a big fan of that. I usually like most things that come out of Wonderland. That's Janelle Monáe, because he's under that imprint or whatever.
Janelle Monáe.
Love everything that Janelle does. But I didn't really feel it. But I do like Jaden a lot. But he actually has something. This one is an EP. It's called Boomerang. And it has like a lead track, Boomerang, of course, but I really like it. I like the direction. I don't know, Neil, you had a chance to listen to it? No. Yeah. check it out, man. I mean, Afro beats, if you're into that type of thing, that type of tribal type of music,
Well, you see,
yeah.
they're in. So are we gonna talk about? Are we gonna talk about
Too much.
Nah, never enough. Never enough.
Never enough.
Yeah, we going extra like the fries with the $1. Listen to me. Have you ever? You're showing yourself again. You're showing your bias.
I'm showing my bias. Yeah,
Because
you're
we
right.
know
You're
you
right.
like
You're
some-
right. You're right.
We know you like some Afro beats.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's true.
What are you saying that a rapper that you thought was okay, right? Did a musical style now that you like and you know right in the
I'm
man.
now Team Jadena.
You're right in the
You know,
man
bring
section.
that Wonderland merch. You know, seriously. But Jadena Boomerang EP was a legit EP. And then I listened to Jaden Smith's SYRE because of a post that I saw on Facebook, and I think it was Future that commented on it. Daisy commented on it. People were saying, "Oh, you know, I really like this album. I think it's
Some people were saying that it was fire and stuff.
people were saying it's fire. So if I hear something is fire, gotta listen to it, right?
Gas and Flame?
God,
No, I'm asking. Gas
You're
and Flame?
asking me if it was Gas and Flame?
Have we moved on to SYRE? Are we done talking about Janetta?
Yeah, Jeanette didn't know Jeanette is fire. You need to listen to Jeanette. But Jaden Smith SYRE, my critiques, because I actually wrote something for you guys. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna talk about what I like about SYRE first, and then we're gonna talk about, you know, my dislikes. Sonically, it's beautiful. It's a wonderful sounding album. I think that he did a great job in choosing the production, in thinking about how the music should sound, the end result. There's also a track on there with A$AP Rocky that I really love. That was a cool track. And then he has like this very groovy kind of R&B track called 90, which I think really works with Jaden's, the way that he flows, his voice, his tone, everything. What I don't like about the album is that I think it's too long. It's not cohesive as a project, which I find is like a trend that I'm seeing lately. Like people playing out these songs that don't necessarily flow together. I don't know if that's because of streaming culture or whatever. I mean, you know, shout out to Chris Brown dropping an album with 45 tracks on it. 45 tracks.
Competing with Chris Brown then.
B. Tracks for days.
And
So
you don't think that you're impressed by that?
no, I am not impressed by that actually. I don't like that at all. Because 45
Only ways can you croon.
But you're right, 45 records, in my opinion, I should say, you know, I might be a layman, but 45 records cannot create a story. Like, it can't flow to create
Especially
a story.
in
You
this
see what
time
I'm saying?
when everybody attention span's short too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you listening
Right.
to song after song after song, and if you ain't bringing it consistently, or next album.
I mean,
Yeah,
by
let's
at
move on.
least track 10, you are repeating a theme or an emotion or something that you
Correct.
talked about previously, right? So,
Well,
like,
come on. I mean, Chris has been repeating themes and emotions for decades.
for decades. And
I mean-
Robin is a huge Chris Brown fan.
Hey.
I feel your body in ways.
Stop
You know
it.
that's you, B.
Stop
You
it.
know that is you.
Listen, yeah, I like how he sounds. Believe me, I have my difficulties with him and what he did to someone that, you know, was born here. Hey, I stopped listening to him.
I was
for
gonna
years.
say too soon, but nah, no, that time was past. It's not too
Yeah,
soon.
it's past. I mean, I don't know.
It's 8 years now. It's been a while. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, and you know they've bought new windshields for that car. But you know what I'm saying is that, I mean I have my difficulties with that, and I stopped listening to the man. I was like, yeah, like if you're gonna do that nonsense, like I'm about it. He came out, he did his apology, and yeah, I got back on that wagon. I
On
guess.
team Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I like how he sounds.
Yeah, we all make mistakes, but okay, right. Back to Jaden and SYRE. Another critique that I had, which I think is the biggest critique for the album, is that I feel that Jaden doesn't have anything to say. Not in a way like Logic being boring. I feel like Jaden is confused, and he actually had I don't know if it was an EP or a record prior to this talk, and the title of it was something confused, and I feel like he's still confused there. Like I feel like, you know, he has like trap beats and he's trying to be aggressive on his trap beats, and then in other beats he's trying to be like poetic, and then he's trying to be artistic. I feel kind of lost in this album.
So you feel that it's confusion as opposed to searching for purpose? Because I mean, there could be beauty in a search for purpose,
Right.
In a scrabbling amongst the bits and pieces,
And
I mean,
this is
how
how
old the man is.
early 20s?
I think so. And I mean, at that time, what? Who knows what?
Who really
who really knows who they are?
People in the 40s is not even know what's been going on.
Hey,
Exactly.
Hey. But but I'm saying, so you know, I don't like. So
Which
my
is
thing
cool. Which
you
is
don't-
cool.
You have so you don't think it's a beautiful example of looking for self or looking for a particular, you know, avenue or whatever, and it's just kind of confused and a melee of madness.
Like confusion as a theme would work with this album if there was if you could see that thematically play out from track 1 through 7. So like if in the beginning he was like angry and lost and the lyrics and the music all do that, and then at the end you taper to a calm place, a place of serenity, that I would understand.
You want the man to be confused in the way that you would like him to be confused.
Yeah, I know, right? I want it to be. I want it to be confused and then figure it out, not figure it out and then end up confused. Yeah, no, you're right. It was so like it was just all over the place at the end of the day, and I just walked away thinking, wow, this song. My the lasting thought was, wow, this is amazing sounding album. I hope other artists who know what they want to say will take these beats and like murder it.
Well, I'm sorry that I haven't listened to enough of it yet. I mean, I really like Icon. Is that what that song was called?
Icon, yeah.
I love it.
That's your trappy. That's your kind of trappy
Yeah,
one,
I
right?
mean, yeah, I mean,
yeah, that's your trappy one.
I'm
right?
just an Icon living. Yeah, I like that
Are
song.
you though?
Me no.
Is Jaden though?
He wants to be. You know. There's an element to show business where you say what you want to be, and people then say, "Hey, he's that thing." Rappers do that all the time.
True.
Come on, they
Yeah,
always talk
they
about
do.
what they would like people to see them as, and then people eventually, if you listen to the song 200 times, you're like, yeah, that's what.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So,
All right. So that was my listening. For is there any other standout stuff that I've been listening that I've really been vibing to? Just like carnival music, because I plan to go carnival next year, so I've been listening to that. But First time going carnival, yeah. So
It's a serious pump.
YOLO is a serious.
Pump. Respect the drinks, man.
Respect, yeah, boy. I go, respect
Drinking
yourself,
drinks
man.
Drinking drinks in Trinidad is too different. It's night and day, bro.
Oh, I know. I keep hearing that, right?
Yeah.
So I just been listening to that, and they're rolling out the new music, which is cool. Okay, right. So now I want to go into like some just popular topics that's been floating around, because it's been a little while since we did our last SQUADCAST, so a lot has happened. One of the big things, unfortunately, is that we had a tragedy in the hip hop community. We had Lil Peep died from a drug overdose. I'm not sure what the drugs were. I think it was Xanax mixed with something else. And then I think it was Lil Uzi Vert came out and said, because of Lil Peep's death, he really is reevaluating his drug use, etc. I also think it was Lil Uzi Vert. I mean, I know the internet trolls will correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not even gonna ask them to. That said, he produces his best music when he's in that state. So I just wanted to put it to the guys in the SQUADCAST. How do you feel about drug use and hip hop? How do you feel it has changed from the past to how it is now? Is it more prevalent?
Would you like us to do this in a 6-part miniseries?
No. Quick stuff. I mean,
how do I feel about drugs in hip hop? How do you feel about drugs and music in general? I mean, okay.
But there were some that will argue that drugs have caused us to have some of the most beautiful music ever. You're talking about the Coltrane's, the Kurt Cobain's, the Jimi Hendrixes in the world.
I would be in agreement with you.
So we taking music and not drugs. Yes, got him. You win.
But it wasn't a perfect.
It was not a perfect.
You held some man. It wasn't chip damage. Listen. I mean, personally, as a man who is not about drug use at all, I mean, get a lot of interesting interactions with people because I have locks and their assumptions about what I must be doing. Yeah. I mean, so drug use generally, I don't believe in doing anything with your body that would be of a detriment to it. But that's just me, right? In terms of the music, like performance art and altering of people's mind state has gone hand in hand for millennia. So I mean, what you gonna really do? And lately, with a previous topic that we had about hip hop being the new rock and roll being synonymous
with
sex, drugs, and rock. Well, it was sex, drugs, and rock and
Well,
roll.
yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah,
now
rock and roll is the other
right?
is the other
It's as if
substance.
hip hop has taken this place as being the music that embodies this kind of
Rockstar status kind of thing.
yeah, a kind of
And everything that goes along with
yeah,
it.
like an abandon of expression.
Correct.
Right? That goes along with, intaking things that completely you remove inhibitions and change the way that you see the world.
Bring you closer to euphoria.
And
Yeah.
so on and so on and so on.
Personal stance.
But this is my thing. So there's some hypocrisy here.
Yeah.
Obviously, because I am about the drug use, and I don't want to see my favorite rappers die
Die.
with drug use.
Yeah, for sure.
But I have enjoyed some of the greatest music I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Possibly because of drug use.
Possibly.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Plus,
I mean,
because of that lucid state.
I don't
yeah.
even know if I even made a point there.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
But
Perfect.
Friday.
idiot. But so that's what I'm gonna say there. I mean, what's your take on that?
Like you said, there are different drugs, and I know we can't stop on this very long because we gotta move on. There are different drugs that can alter your mind state, and however, there are some that are more detrimental than others.
Yes.
For Lil Peep, these prescription drugs like Xanax and these antidepressants and stuff, and mixing them and creating lean and doing all this
That's
crazy.
something that's getting out of hand. I mean, lean use is actually gaining some popularity here in Barbados.
Oh, I did.
Oh
not
yeah,
know
I
that.
didn't know that neither.
I did not know that. People are using lean in BIM.
I can't say anything more about that.
You mean buying the
Oh.
Histel and drinking it with Fanta and thing?
My man.
Wow, boy, you
That's
see
true.
how come
Yeah,
out
culture,
things.
man.
I did not, but there you go. There you go.
But as an advocate, marijuana, like I use marijuana and stuff like that. Is that under the category as well too?
Of what?
Okay, it's drug use.
But this is what I was coming to. When you talk about certain drug, if you want to speak about marijuana, well, I don't know what other natural drugs.
Maybe you could talk about alcohol.
Alcohol. Although alcohol is actually quite damaging
Very.
to your body. So anyway, but we're not gonna go down the whole political thing, whatever. But I'm saying these drugs that it has clearly been shown that if you continue to use them over a prolonged period of time, they will result in you dying. I think that it should not be popularized by the music or the culture. I don't think it's something that should be glorified.
So that means that you don't bob your head to any type of drug tracks.
But how am I going to know they're drug tracks? That's my point.
When the man say, yeah, this
So
is a drug track.
right, so then it's glorified. That's what I'm saying. So
yeah,
like,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's some hypocrisy here.
Of course.
I'm an older dude.
of course.
You see them, and
Actually, someone told me at work on Friday.
use work.
I do. Someone told me at work on Friday that the reason, was it you, Robin? That the reason people enjoy the new wave of music, the melody bass, the very, the McConans, the
Tricks. And
Post
stuff.
Malone,
Post Malone,
Uzi Vert, all of that is because the music was created while under the influence of these drugs, and it's then being listened to while under the influence of these drugs.
Okay.
So it creates a direct correlation. So like,
Do you know how many times someone has told me about putting on Spotty Otty Dopalicious by
what is that even? That's the song?
Yeah,
I
by
don't know that
Outkast.
song. Oh, okay.
And just and lighting up some weed and just zoning
out.
I
Yeah.
mean, notice I said they've told me.
Right.
But,
my point here is that I think the drugs are actually more important to the success of these artists on the consumer end than we give them credit for. We think that we get the best music because of that, but I think that maybe because the music is being consumed while in those states, then it creates more of a connection to that music and they want it more. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So they don't want lyrics. This is my point. Why would you want lyrics? You can't even process that this is a cell phone.
How do you even know that? You're here talking about this. Listen, I can't even talk about this stuff. I don't know what
True.
happened.
We have no, yeah, we have no person. All right,
right.
we're moving on here.
But you know, Neil said something interesting there. You know, and just to sum up what you said quickly. Yeah, I mean, there are all these different drugs, and I guess one of my things about it has been about what the effect is on the individual. We know individuals who smoke marijuana who, like, you know, it's cool.
It's cool.
It's
no,
cool.
No problem. Was actually persons who smoked it and said it had no effect.
And it had little to no effect on me.
I didn't know if they had little to no THC
THC
in it or
yeah.
what. But they were like, whatever, I'm not doing this again.
Okay.
And then there are those persons who didn't like it at all. They didn't like the feeling of it, and they're not going back. And then those persons who really like it and function well.
Yep.
And then there are those who have been in absolute weed hazes but still function very, very well.
Yeah, for sure. Very functional.
And then ones that don't Black Rock.
Yeah.
So this range of response to a drug that is generally considered to be a mild drug compared to others is all a matter of how your physiology
It's
responds,
relativity.
perception. There it is.
It's all relativity.
And I guess my perspective is that, you know, I just like to just stay here.
Yeah. You do you, I'll do me.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know if you guys. I know Neil is usually very up to date with what's happening in the hip hop sphere, but we had some diss tracks going back and forth recently.
So can we talk about the
between Murder Mase and Betha.
Damn, I forget to listen to that too.
You forget I listened to that one,
I heard about it, but I haven't listened
and
to it.
Cameron.
can I say that? Like,
Uncle Savage,
I don't.
Cameron Giles, Mason Betha.
Idiot, right? Like, I'm not sure if I care.
You don't care?
Yeah, exactly.
You guys don't care?
If I cared, I probably would have listened to it a long time ago for sure.
No, but I mean, Miss.
You don't rate Mase?
I think that Mase has an interesting rate of whack going on with him. I mean, like,
How you cannot rate Mase? How
I
you cannot?
always thought that Mase was whack as
Are
hell.
you serious? Even in Murder Mase days?
Yes. Mase is garbage.
Oh my God! What are you talking about?
I can't touch you in a bad place. Like, I've never liked Mase. I've never liked Mase.
Nah, some tracks on Mase I like, man.
Yeah, Mase had good
One
tracks.
of the best
B.
flows of all times for me is the one on the It's Dark and Hell is Hot. You know when he was on that track with
24 Hours to Live.
And I actually posted that on
Yeah,
on the
24
Eternal
Hours to Live,
Is
yeah.
it? No, not 24 Hours to Live. No, his album on X's album.
On X's
And
album?
he had locks on it and it was him. Yeah, he had one. His verse was fire.
Okay, I mean, he had some okay verses, but generally, what Mase stood for within hip hop at that time was
You're gonna say shiny suits.
I can't listen to me.
You're
I
gonna
think
say
that
shiny
the
suits.
reflection of all those shiny suits is
You're
burned
gonna
into my
say
retinas.
shiny
Like,
suits, you bastard. You bastard.
like Cam said on the diss track, it's been like decades, and you're 40-something years old, and you're still talking about how it won't stop. Like, shut up.
So you rate Cam over Mase?
Yes.
No, I can't get over that. Cam,
I'm
keep the pewters puting.
Listen to me,
Keep
man.
computers puting. Man, no, man. Oh, I got accepted that from you. I'm not.
You're not even saying, I keep computers puting. But that is so
Friggin' Vladimir Putin. Friggin'.
Listen.
Anyhow.
Nah.
All right, we can argue about that for days. But
For
anyway,
days.
but right, so it caused a stir because obviously, who are these 90s rappers are suddenly thrust up? My issue with the beef is that I like Mace's track. I like The Oracle. I liked it. I didn't listen
I like
to
Cam's track.
which was
Dinner Time.
Dinner Time. See what his response to
To the Oracle.
right, but Cam had released a track for He's Too Sorry to Beef.
Okay.
It's Killer, some track called It's Killer, which I
Okay.
did not listen to where he took aim at him. But my issue with this beef is that I feel like it's fabricated. I feel
You
like
think so? I thought that when I was
I feel
listening
it's
to it. I
fabricated.
mean,
I feel like they're just doing it for relevance. That's how I
That's
feel.
how you feel?
That's how I feel, yeah. Straight
I
up.
mean, come on. Mase hasn't had a career for
yeah, like
eons.
how did Mase get in? Who let Mase in the studio, babe?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
Like, where did that come from?
Maybe they asked him to come and bless the session before it started, and he was like, "Can I drop a beat? Woo!" And then a switch turn. Like,
Mase reason, as I hear, I mean,
as your eyes white,
and as your eyes white,
you know, like
I could bless the track.
and then said, "Let me drop this here." I mean, I don't know.
All right.
I mean, I've never like nah. I just didn't like that age.
All right. Okay. All right. We got to wrap it up, guys. We got to wrap it up. That's what we were listening to, and our look at what's been happening currently in hip hop.
You're not gonna talk about Remy?
We
I
don't
wanna.
have enough time.
2 minutes.
All right, cool.
3.
You go.
So, you think that Remy Ma got good lines?
Oh, you could call names. You call names. Our resident hip hop artist, hip hop aficionado, Davney Ellis, and Barbadian hip hop artist Billy Kincaid had a brief exchange about who is the better artist between Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj. Billy Kincaid was on the side of Nicki.
I believe so.
And saying that Remy, there's no way.
Shall I dial in Davney?
Well, maybe you could. I don't know where he's at right now. We could try. And that Remy Ma has no solid bars, and she could not compare to Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry Billy wasn't here, and I think we should invite him to the SQUADCAST to
talk about this and other things.
This and other things and defend his point. But we wanted to put it to the SQUADCAST, and everyone's here. What your take is? So who you got? Remy or Nicki? Remy or Nicki?
Boy, this some I sorry, but this some bottom of the barrel kind of digging boat here we doing here. So because no, I mean
you don't listen to enough of either artist.
I don't think I listen to enough of either artist, and I've gone into some conversations with the illustrious DJ Mainframe. About Remy. About
That's stupid. That's stupid. Over here transforming into.
Let me go.
About Remy Ma and whether or not she's any good. I have criticized her lines already in the past. I wasn't a big fan of that diss track that she did that was 6 minutes long using Ether. What, Sheetha? You know, I wasn't a big fan. People were like, you are not a fan. And then I got called out for misogyny. It was horrible. Anyway.
It was a slippery slope.
And I was like, how did I get this shovel and why do I keep getting deeper? Anyway, so, you know, I really didn't think that her lines were that good. But you know, I want to tell you guys something. I was checking out some stuff that she was saying about the new song with Kim. And she was talking about that line that she has about Nick Old Kid Man, right? I'm a old bit OJ that. You know,
right.
And
here it comes. Here it comes.
And me confess that the line didn't make no sense. Remy said, it ain't meant to say, like she said it, and at the time when she was in the booth, you know, it fit, and it was like awesome. And then afterwards, she was like, "Whoa, no, the wife of OJ was Nicole." Oh my gosh, another name. I don't remember her name. And she was like, "Oh, is it Nicole Kidman? Oh, this line actually doesn't make any sense, but you know, whatever. It's already recorded. I'm gonna leave it. It sounds dope." Okay, can I look at the camera now?
Yes, you can.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Remy has her moments, and she does drop some nice lines sometimes, but most of the time, I think her lines are semi-corny. I mean, I don't know.
But let me ask you this though. I mean, so what's the defense for Nicki Minaj?
There isn't much. I mean,
there you go.
There isn't really much defense for Nicki either. I mean, she gets there are a lot of people who suspect that her lines aren't her own, that people write for her, that her supposed best verse on Monster was written for her by Kanye or somebody else in the camp. I don't know. So we'll have to talk to Billy about that then. What we doing now?
Right now, we are going to cut this segment, and we're going to bring our surprise guests on the show.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
So as always, thanks, and we're going to be back right now with an awesome guest. All right? Through the wire out. Peace.
I don't need no allies. I don't feel the need to threaten us. Yeezy's in the field.